Hi angels, welcome to my channel. So today's pick a card is messages from the goddess Lilith. We're going to be looking at hidden truths to help you heal, move forwards, really release you from a lot of restriction. So please subscribe, like and comment. Each timestamp is in the description and in the comments, so check that out. Firstly, I just want to give a bit of disclaimer. I know a lot of my long-term followers or subscribers on here are very much guided by the angels, of course, the channel name, but I just want to say that it's okay to look at the darker aspects of yourself. Lilith is actually neither light or dark, right? First and foremost, but this is a time to really honor the goddess Lilith. If it's not for you, that is okay. More videos will be coming soon. So jumping straight in with the decks. So for pile 1, the White Newman Tarot, pile 2, the Cosmic Slumber Tarot, and then for pile 3, Guardian of the Night Tarot. So use your intuition to pick a deck. Pick whatever deck you feel Lilith is calling you to. Okay, perfect. Let's jump straight in. Pile 1, you are the White Newman Tarot. Let's go ahead and get messages from the goddess Lilith. So give me a second to really channel in. So the first thing I'm seeing is hearts, right? But I'm also seeing wings. And I am seeing the owl's wings really come in here. So look, I feel like you are a pile 1, where you have felt very misguided or you have felt very hurt in life. Now, some of you may be going through a lot of deep emotional healings. Like I see the 3 of Swords in my vision, like deep rooted pain from relationships, family, friends. Like you're on a journey where you are really learning to really walk in your truth, to walk in some kind of element of understanding who you are. And I feel like your journey has come with a lot of evil eye, a lot of misinterpretation of who you are. And if Lilith understands one thing, right, it's being misinterpreted, it's being confused, feeling like she doesn't belong, you know, being made to feel so deeply hurt, you know. And I feel like you're in a place where you are learning to understand that pain, and for some of you to accept it, but to even get justice over what has happened to you. Now, trigger warning for some of you, this may be trauma. You know, again, it's like deep rooted dark stuff. Like I feel like recently or this past year, Lilith is saying you have really come out of this like darkness, this deep hole, and some of you are really healing dark divine feminine here. And even if you're not a feminine, that just means that you're really looking at that feminine energy. You're really healing that hurt. Some of you are really trying to start receiving new energy. And I feel like Lilith really wants you to know that being who you are is a power. Do not let others feel like you have to submit, that you have to act a certain way, be a certain way, because, you know, Lilith really teaches, you know, understanding who you are and being able to express yourself, whether you're a feminine or not. You know, it's about freedom, it's about flow, understanding our bodies. And some of you, again, trigger warning, I see a lot of maybe trauma around your feminine body if you are a feminine, others your womb energy, you know, like just this connection to birth. There is something here about the way that you are really brought up, the way that you are made to feel. Now, I am channeling a lot of pregnancy here for some of you. Some of you, trigger warning, miscarriage. But I also feel like something about not being okay with the body that you were born in. Some of you, maybe you don't even have a gender, and that is okay. But Lilith really encourages you to accept who you are, accept your body, and don't feel you have to put a label on anything in your life. Don't feel like, again, that you have to submit to anyone. So Lilith is really calling out to you here. Notice the signs, right? Notice the signs that she is sending you. Now, I feel like for you, she comes through a lot of threes. Okay, so I'm seeing the number 13 here, the number 3. Now for others it could be the number 4, 8, right? Some of you it's odd numbers, some of you it's even, but I feel like Lilith is saying there's not really a pattern to that. And I feel like she is helping you understand again your journey and just finding some level of revolution in your body and who you are. And Lilith wants to really encourage you to create more love and light into your life. As you are healing what you are going through, it's not going to be easy, right? Again, you're going to have to really go deep within. Some of you have really been focused on this shadow self, but Lilith is always showing me, right, in my own personal journey as well, there is celebration to so much darkness as well. So even when you have completed some shadow work or you're starting to understand yourself, she's saying take yourself out, go and celebrate that you have healed, that you have gotten to this place. Because, you know, I feel like there is not enough people in your corner. There is not enough people who are shouting in your corner. And one thing Lilith is loyal to the end, right? She's so incredibly loyal, so incredibly fierce, and she doesn't play. And some of you, again, whether it's heartbreak from a relationship, somebody has done you wrong, I want you to know you're a pile of justice. So you are going to get justice not only in being yourself, but Lilith is also helping you give justice back. So I don't know if there is something around the number 8 for you. So the 8th month, August, some of you, it could be around the end of summertime here. Maybe, you know, something was happening, or, you know, even just the energy of infinity. By next summer 2024, because you do have the number 24 here, Lilith is saying that you are going to have a lot more freedom, a lot more love and vibration into your life. Something is even going to come full circle for you, so pay attention to that energy. And the owl really guides you in wisdom, but in also protection. I feel like Lilith sends you allies. I don't know if you have good friends around you. Again, I feel like you're a pile where you have had a lot of injustice against you. So even if the journey is alone, look out from the signs from Lilith, whether it's through animals. And look, the deities don't like to play, right? When it comes to animal signs, they will constantly send animals. Some of you, it's the spider. You know, they always send you know, the creepy crawlies. They always send the animals, but find deeper meaning in those animals, the same way that you're finding deeper meaning in yourself. And again, you even have friendship here. Okay, I haven't shuffled yet. So you're going to have a lot more allies, a lot more people coming in, because you deserve it. You deserve to feel loved in your space for who you are. So again, pay attention to signs. If people are sticking up for you in a situation, or somebody's being gentle with you, somebody asks you, hey, are you okay? Or, you know, maybe I'm seeing like somebody stop you in the street. I am seeing a busy city for some of you, so I don't know if you're from a city or you like to be out a lot, but I feel like there will be compliments coming in. And yeah, I feel like if you choose to work with Lilith on a more personal level, she is going to be so great for you, being cherished. And I don't know, I see something around fashion, style, freedom of choice. So let's take a look at these hidden truths then. Yeah, look, that heartbreak energy. Some of you, it was heartbreak with this soulmate energy here as well. So look, I feel like whether this is a past love situation, some of you were in a very controlling relationship, or controlling housing situation, family situation, friendship for some of you, right? You were with controlling people, or people who have done you so freaking dirty. And yeah, I just feel like that is like very deep rooted stuff. Like I said, a lot of you have been in this darkness. Some of you were the puppet for a while, right? You were allowing other people to control you, and look, releasing and taking back your power. So Lilith is going to help you control your enemies, to control your person. And I feel like I'm hearing cats in the background as well. So look, I feel like there is a lot of energy around you. Some of you, I am hearing, you know, there is a lot of protection around you when it comes to enemies, when it comes to people really taking advantage of you. Like some of you, there is a lot of people that are very much around you and trying to cause you a lot of disturbance. I see one person that is very controlling in your life. I don't know if this is a relationship, but this feels like somebody who has been either blindsiding your energy, so they've been stopping you from seeing this. Somebody is really working against you here, whether it's friendships, relationships. But I want you to know a lot of that energy was supposed to be short term. So if you feel hurt from these people, if you feel like a relationship hasn't lasted, I feel like Lilith is really saying she wants you to find some kind of strength in what you're going through, but also take it as a sign. Again, take it as a lesson that you are protected for a reason. If somebody's being pulled out your life, take it as a sign, take it as a reason to not mess with them. And you know what Lilith is showing me? I don't know if somebody is really spying on your energy. This feels like more friendship. Again, some of you, it could be a love situation, but I'm seeing somebody with very negative intentions against you. And you know what I'm seeing? I don't know if you guys have watched Insidious 2, right? Or Insidious, where I think it's at the end of Insidious 1, she takes a picture and then the woman, you know, in the black veil ends up being behind the image. But I'm seeing like she's showing me the nails, like somebody with dirty nails or somebody here with like negative intentions. Pay attention to people's body demeanor, because again, somebody is really controlling a lot of your love and like taking your energy, draining your energy. And I feel like for some of you, I don't know if you're new to working with Lilith or understanding who Lilith is, but you know, one of the first lessons that Lilith taught me was taking back my energy and my power, understanding the power that I hold. And some of you, somebody's really draining you. So if you are going back to an ex, or you are going back to a person, maybe you have suspicions over someone, this is your confirmation, right? Again, some of you met this person over summertime, could have been a short fling, a short friendship, and a lot of you are aware of who this is. But let me tell you, the wrath that Lilith has, and this is something that is going to make you feel sick. Like some of you, it could have even been like a third party situation, but Lilith is showing me like I feel sick, I feel anxious, I feel worried. This person was messing with you in more than one way. Again, some of you, it was stealing your sexual energy as well. Well, listen, if you are dealing with, you know, a masculine energy that was taking from you, Lilith being a succubus, oh, long day. That's all I'll say. Long day for your enemies, long day for that person. Because like I said, Lilith really protects and she doesn't play. She doesn't play here. And a lot of you have more than one deity actually wanting to work with you. I see a lot of Greek deities, but I also see... is it the mentor, is it? I can't remember the name, you guys, but the Greek myth of the bull in the maze, right? That is what I'm seeing. He actually used to eat the enemies, or like eat the souls, or something hidden like that. So it's the same symbolism, right? Like people being in your territory, people being in your business, it ain't gonna work out for them. And trust me, when Lilith comes through, she comes through. She doesn't play. So I want you to know that you're very protected. What is, you know, more hidden truths here, Lilith? So yeah, she's very big on the intentions of others, the eyes of others. I'm seeing a lot of eyes, and I'm actually seeing a lot of the Santa Muerta deck, which I actually have on my altar right now with the Lilith. So I feel like it could even be like a mother energy for you, or there is somebody again really watching you. She keeps bringing up this energy. You need to look at people's physical appearances, the way people look at you, right? Because a lot can be told by a look, a lot can be told by people's intentions. What's that quote, you guys? The eyes don't lie, eyes are the window to the soul. Like, you are going to be able to see the hidden disgust in these people, and I feel like your enemies are really being revealed here. Some of you, it was a mother energy that has really been hateful. For others of you, you are this Empress, and you are going to start to slowly take control, because you have a very loving soul. Even if you are somebody who is, what Lilith is saying, rough around the edges, like, you are somebody who has style, you have some kind of energy and aura to you. Some of you, like, I even work with the color red and black, because you have a lot of red and blacks here, but you're about to really start bringing a lot of the success to you. And again, it's like you're bringing back your energy, and you're not going to be happy with what you see. The hidden truths are coming out around people. But I also feel like Lilith is teaching you, yes, acknowledge these signs and acknowledge the hidden intentions from others, but also with the eyes, change the perspective, change your energy. Do not allow these people to really restrict or change your circumstance. Like, no, you're a loving person, whether you, again, you're rough around the edges or not. Whatever you've been through, you deserve love. Everyone deserves love, right? And don't let these people really take away from who you are, take away from your style, from your soul, because sometimes it happens like that. These energy vampires, they come in, and Lilith is saying, as a vampire, don't worry, she'll feed on your enemies. But again, it's like underneath this this really hard exterior is a soft energy. So like, even if you feel like you're somebody who's not really emotional, or you're not really, like, you know, so tuned in like that, actually Lilith is saying you're absolutely loving. You just love in a different way. And again, one of the things Lilith taught me was, you know, for a long time I thought that I was an empath, right? I was like, you know, am I an empath? Yes, I feel things deeply, but am I really? And it took me a long time to really unlock that sensitivity within me, to understand other people's pain. And sometimes because of our circumstances, we have to put up a hard exterior, we have to protect ourselves. And Lilith is big on protecting yourself, but she's also big on calling out the energy. It's not just about taking back your power. Taking back your power is truly understanding your heart and understanding the power that love has. And I feel like people have this misconception, not only of you and the things that you've been through, but Lilith, you know, taught me this misconception of, you know, understanding the heart and understanding love. And people all the time, well, Lilith's a demon, she's evil, she's the devil. But, you know, one of the first things, again, Lilith taught me was the power of my heart, the power of love. So, you know, people are gonna really think one thing of you, but you're not. You're very powerful. Some of you have very strong ties to spirituality, to spiritual healing. You're about to gain a new philosophy for yourself. Some of you could be spiritual teachers, or you could be really standing in this power in your life where you're saying, I have my own traditions. I am traditional, but in my own way. I'm not like everyone else, right? You're understanding this in relationships. You're understanding what you want, whether it's, I want an actual relationship to settle down with. Some of you are realizing that you're no longer giving your mind, your energy, your body to people who don't deserve you, but there is deeper and higher learning. And you have Lilith really coming in here, right, to help teach you. But you also have ancestors, elders. Some of you, a lot of divine energies. Like, some of you, I feel like you have a lot of strong guardian demons in the underworld. You have a lot of demons that are around you. And again, demons aren't always bad. It's the misconception, right? Queen of Cups. So I feel like Lilith is saying it's time to really pour your heart into the things that you love. You may be trying to start some kind of program, coaching, schooling. You're going to join something, I feel, or you're going to bring a business full circle. There is something here about the things that you love. Again, I see that you're going to be developing a lot of your style, and it's going to bring out this tender love within you, right? It's going to bring out this natural mother-like energy. You are very caring, and unfortunately people take advantage of you quite a lot, but I feel like, you know, you're learning that you are sensitive, and these sensitivities don't mean that people should control you, and you're taking back the control by giving love back to yourself. And again, people may think that taking back your power means that you have to be better than everyone else, but it doesn't always mean that. You know, taking back your power is giving love back to yourself. And you have been giving yourself to way too many people, to this past relationship, to these situations that just drain you, babe. And it's time to stop draining yourself. It's time to start pouring into what you need. You know, do you need my love? Do you need to heal? Do you need more time to play, to have fun, to, you know, really cherish your life? Because life is not always about other people. You're taking back control of your life, of what you want to create, right? So that is very important to acknowledge. Some of you, this could be an air sign that is really draining your energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For others, if you have been very quiet, or you have been really not speaking up to people, you're going to start to set better boundaries with others as well. And Lilith is big on boundaries also. Take back your boundaries, take back your power. So what is the guidance here for you? I do see like a Marilyn Monroe energy, diamond energy. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. You may see a piece of jewelry that really inspires you to really take back your power, or take back some love in your life. It could be something that you come across. You could already wear some kind of amulet, right? Some kind of jewelry, and, you know, set the intention around it, cleanse it out, put it on an altar if you have a altar of Lilith, and connect your jewelry that way. Connect what you were trying to manifest, because she'll watch over it. Now, again, you have a lot of watchful eyes on you. Beware of feminine energies. Be aware of, you know, people that you are dating in love, friendships, people who are watching you, right? You need to constantly be taking back your power. But most importantly, this card is about patience. The Temperance is about finding peace. You are on this journey of self-healing. And I feel like you may go through a bit of a stage where 1 minute you feel good, the next minute you don't. Or the 1 minute you're taking back your power, the next minute you feel like, well, you know, I want to still be toxic. Just be aware of the energy. Be aware of taking drinks from people, Lilith is saying. Again, you have to really pay attention to your body, or like other people's body, their features, because it will be very revealing to you. You'll start to notice people, and you'll start it's almost like you'll start to see the ugly pour out of them. And once you see it, it's very hard to go back. But Lilith wants you to be really patient, and do not go against yourself. Do not rip yourself apart because of these people. Again, you have to create more celebration and love into your life. There is going to be a major breakdown though, right? Some of you, a major breakthrough of what is no longer working. Like, again, it's going to be very painful, these hidden truths. It's not going to be easy, because once it comes crashing down, again, once you see the ugly, there is no going back. But she wants you to have faith in the journey. Have faith that there is higher knowledge behind this, right? Have faith. You are attracting a lot more positive energy into your life. I love you, Pile 1. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Pile 2, you are the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. This is your reading. So let's go ahead. We're going to start by channeling in. So Lilith is talking about a lot of patience right now in your life. You do have let go here as well, okay? And I feel like Lilith is talking about words being very powerful. Now, I am seeing somebody play the piano, so I don't know if this is a sign for you. There is symbolism here with the melody that you're playing, again, the words that you're using, the frequency that you are creating. But I feel like you're about to release a lot of old vibrations, a lot of old thoughts from you. Okay. Now, I feel like Lilith is showing me the number 3 here being very significant for you. So pay attention to the number 3. She may communicate with you through the number 3. But I almost feel like, you know, she's even saying like 3 years. Something has been happening for 3 years. This could be like a very long-term relationship for some of you. But I feel like you're releasing people. Right? I don't know if you're releasing people or you're releasing people's thoughts and validation of you, but I see you at this piano and it's almost as if you are just blissfully in your own elements, you know, listening to the piano keys. Some of you are really learning new talent, so you're learning to unlock something deeper within you. And Lilith is showing me the apple right now. The apple. What's the goddess Lilith wants you to know? So she's saying, I am seeing a phoenix with its wing on fire here. There was a recent situation that I almost feel like shot you down a bit. I don't know if it was your confidence, it was again a person, maybe like something failing here, deep failure, deep wounds around your freedom and flight if we think of the wings, right? And I do see a lot of Egyptian deities really coming in, you know, Isis wing as well. But I feel like something really took a different turn for you in life, whether it was, again, a relationship or just a situation in life. But I feel like it really knocked you down recently. Something has knocked you down and I feel like you've lost a bit of confidence. You've lost a bit of your flight. But I feel like Lilith wants you to know that sometimes setting yourself on fire is a very powerful move to make. It shows your sacrifice and, you know, the phoenix comes from the ashes and there's only ever really one phoenix at a time. So even though this phoenix's wing is on fire after it has rebirthed, I want you to know that there is still power in being on fire. Because it helps you see. It helps you see what was restricting you and what was no longer working. Because there is always a deeper wound, Lilith is saying. And she wants you to have that mindset, to have the deep inner knowledge, right? When I see wings, I also think knowledge. And one of Lilith's spirit animals, right? One of her signs is the owl, and there is something about an owl perched on your shoulder, or like a bird perched on your shoulder. There is always this gift of finding deeper meaning in things and being able to release it. So I feel like coming up, you are releasing a lot of different things. Yeah, some of you family issues, family wounds, soul journey, you see. Yes. So there was a situation, I feel like, within your family. Now, some of you are healing generational wounds. For others, if you're not choosing to heal generational wounds, then it could be conflict again within your family. It could even be a love situation because, look, family isn't always the people that brought us up. It's not always the family that we're born into. Sometimes it's friendships, people that we meet along the way. Sometimes it's the relationships that we find ourselves in and the family environments that we create. But again, it's this energy of creation, of vibration. So there is healing to your foundation, to your wing, to what feels like it's not working anymore. But I feel like you have to go deeply within to understand what that means for you. You are on a soul journey. And sometimes it looks lonely. Sometimes it looks like a whole bunch of shadow work. But I promise you there is deeper fulfillment in understanding the wounds that have been presented in our life, because it helps us free up space for what really matters. And even though you may be being brought in a family or being brought up in a family situation that does not serve you, it's going to help you see what you want from family, what you want from relationships. Do you want, you know, to sit down with family and have love and support? Do you want to create that for yourselves? And I actually feel like it's helping you really decipher what you want in life. And Lilith is really coming through to help you figure out what is it that you want. You have 2 3s and 4. So again, it's almost as if like you're opening new doors to yourself. And even though these situations suck, Lilith wants you to see the power in what you are doing, right? Some of you, I see like a letter being wrote here. So maybe you need to do a burning bowl ritual where you burn what no longer you want to keep in your life. But I feel like, you know, there is going to be more information that comes in. Now, for some of you, you're about to get a phone call from a family member, or you're about to receive some kind of news. Doesn't have to be via a phone, but it's something that is going to help bring a lot of what you're going through into perspective, into deeper clarity here. So I do see something is really shifting around 5 days for you. The number 5 brings change as well, but also it's going to bring you a lot more growth, right? Lilith is showing me the winter season here. So as seasons change, more things will change. You'll release more things and things will get easier for you. But I feel like there is this 5 of Cups energy, right? Now you do have a long distance here, so maybe you're in a long distance relationship. Maybe you're feeling very isolated from your dreams, feeling alone, like feeling these foreign feelings, and it's almost like you're like, what is going on? You're entering a new phase in your life, so things are not supposed to feel very set in stone. I want you to know that. So whatever misdirection you're feeling, take a second to breathe, to analyze what you're actually going through, and then adapt to move forwards. Some of you feel like something is sailing away from you. Again, something about this failure, feeling shot down, feeling like, damn, that was supposed to be my calling. Maybe it was a job for some of you, right? Rejection recently. Feeling just like, damn, why is things not going to plan? But I feel this 5 of Cups energy where it's like you may be in regret over something. You may be over-analyzing or over-worrying your energy. But I feel like Lilith is showing me this because she wants you to see the brightest star. You know, she wants you to see the brightest star in the sky. See past the illusions as well. What is the energy here? Yeah, some of you, it was like a big dream that really got shot down. I feel like some of you were maybe trying to get a job somewhere. It could be trying to start your own business again. Like some of you were really moving into a more professional stage in your life, or you were hoping for a big break, but it didn't come through. For others of you, there may have been an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or maybe even Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be any sign, but somebody who really ghosted you, was detached, was very cold and isolated, or made you feel like that. And some of you, again, it could be a head of a household here, somebody that is supposed to direct you and they're just not. They're not doing what they need to do in a partnership. They don't, you know, really give you that warm feeling. But I feel like, again, there is something here about Lilith and her red hair coming through for you. She understands, is what she's saying. She understands feeling isolated. Some of you, it's masculine energy, your father wound here that is really coming up. So she wants you to know she understands and feels being isolated, right? Being isolated from Adam, not being, you know, validated really in who she was. But Lilith wants you to know that whatever is leaving you, or you feel like has been taken away from you, even if it's your power, you can always gain it back. Because look at Lilith now. Look at the way she rules. She's a goddess. She's a queen. And she has her own status and meaning now. But if she'd have stayed in that wound, in that dark place, she would have always felt like she was missing on something bigger. So you have to see the silver lining of things. You have to see the red lining of things, right? With Lilith, the color red. You have to understand, you know, that sometimes things don't work out, sometimes things are taken away from us, but was it a blessing in disguise? Was it because something greater is coming? If our family don't understand us, is that because we're learning to see what we want from a family, because there is actually somebody that is going to show us all? So whatever you feel like has been taken away, it's not. Look at this, the 10 of Cups is here, right? You are going to get your wish fulfillment in life. You are going to get the home that you're looking for, the soul family coming in. You are going to have the right people in your circle to the point where you're not going to question it. If you want to be a mother, if you want to be in a relationship, if you want to, you know, be a father, like, it is coming in. It's going to happen for you. You know, some of you really want a long-term relationship. You finally want to meet someone. You know, you just want to feel good. You don't want to feel like a failure. You want something that you can be proud of. But I also feel like Lilith is saying you have to let go of the validation of doing it for other people to prove a point for some of you. Now, others, you are going to have like a business, but it's going to be something that is meant for you. It's going to be fulfilling. It's going to be happy. And that's the deeper thing here. Lilith wants you to focus your energy on really nurturing yourself, because some of you have a lack of parent here, either one parent household, or again you have a lack of nurturing, a lot of lack of peace in your environment, in your family situation. Maybe you are always doing something for others, but people don't ever do anything for you. You feel left out of a group or a situation. You know, some of you have been isolated because maybe you are, you know, a mother, or you have a child, you have, you know, responsibilities, and people don't understand you. They don't understand, you know, who you are, and that life ain't easy for you. You know, well, did you ask me if I needed anything? So you're getting real with yourself, but I want you to know that there are going to be people celebrating. Look at the red hair. And some of you, Lilith is really tearing these little groups, or these little, you know, we're all going to be against you and you're going to be isolated. She is infiltrating that energy, and she's coming in strong. Yeah. Lilith don't play. Let me just tell you that. I said this for part 1. When it comes to enemies, when it comes to people not understanding, she does not play. But one thing that she is teaching you is to understand your own heart and your own values, because that's what's important. Creating your own philosophy, trusting your own intuition. If you know that these people are negative, or this person is not for you, then it's time to walk away. Who cares? And, you know, I feel like that was the 9 of Wands. Some of you have been paranoid, or you've been waiting on new people to enter your life, something that you can focus on. But Lilith is saying the answers are within. You need to look within. And there's, again, something about this apple energy here. This apple bringing knowledge and power back to yourself. Pomegranates as well, right? Some of you are psychic, or you have the ability to really help others as well. You could be spiritual teachers. You could be in some kind of learning situation where you're either teaching others or you're learning from others. But there is this new exchange happening between you and the universe, you and Lilith. She's guiding you now. And I feel like if you haven't already got an altar, then it's definitely good to set one up, because I feel like, I almost see like she's claiming you as her own, daughter of Lilith, son of Lilith. There is this energy of you finally unlocking hidden truths to the situation. You're seeing the way people are acting around you. You know, some people, you may even have people in your life that say they're loyal, but when it comes to taking care of you or asking if you need anything, they don't help you. But I do feel like this strong parent wound that has to be healed, and this is going to come from a lot of ancestral healing as well. And you are unlocking a brand new doorway to this happiness. But I feel like Lilith wants you to know that it comes with really sitting with yourself and saying, okay, this is the situation I've been feeling. Why have I been feeling like that? Where does that energy or that emotional energy come from? Does it come from a lack of parents? Does it come from them not understanding me? Well, how can I implement that in my life? How can I heal myself? Because the more that you give back to yourself, the more that you are winning and the more movement you're going to have. So get ready to let go and say goodbye of people. What is the advice here from Lilith? Closing off. Yeah, you got to adjust your perspective. And that same bird that she's showing me, right, that she showed me in the beginning with the burning wings, she's showing me soar off with both wings, strong as ever, back into the sky. So whatever you've had to adjust and let go of recently, let it go, because you are going to fly higher than you can ever even dream of. The Death card. Some of you, I even see Hades energy here of the underworld. So like maybe you want to work with Hades. But the energy of rebirth, right? Again, that phoenix rebirthing. Even though things have ended, you are learning to soar forwards. Even after death, you can regain your power. You can regain your purpose. Okay, so you are moving forwards very fast, very fierce, and you are taking action. Lilith is saying it's time to take action in your life. You have to let go of what's not working, and you have to start creating that vibration, because if you sit for so long in one place, you are only going to continue in this cycle, feeling unworthy. They hate me, they hurt me, da da da. It's like it's going to go in this disco cycle, right? And Lilith is saying, it's like being at the club too long. Once you get all sweaty, once you get all like tired and, the music ain't hitting anymore, the music stops, it's not as fun when the lights come on. So it's time to really take your gifts, take your opportunities. Opportunities are coming in to level up, to make new music, for some of you music, to make more money, right? To make a new melody, to make a new tune. It's time. It's time, and the gift is here, and Lilith is gifting you this power. Some of you leave money on an altar as well, because I feel like she'll like that. She's gonna really help spoil you across this journey. And I feel like, again, Lilith is coming through a lot of signs, right? She's coming through, she's here, she's with you always. So if you need help in seeing the truth, one thing Lilith does is she shows you the truth. But it's time to get real with what you're creating. You have so much abundance coming in, so much loving energy and support. This is it. It's time to take action on that, because that is what matters, okay? I love you, Pole 2. I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Pile 3, you are the Guardian Knight Tarot. So we're going to take a look what is happening for you. So look, pile 3. Firstly, I feel like there is a very strong and deep, intuitive guidance coming towards you. Now, Lilith may connect with you through your dreams, and not just Lilith, but I feel like you have a lot of messages in your dreams. There is always deeper meaning to dreams, right? Even if they're the most bizarre, there's always a message that you can take from them. So some of you, there is something here about being of the night, right? Being of the moon. Some of you, daughter and son of the moon. The moon really helps you reveal a lot of your deep hidden emotions. So I think for you, it'd be very good to follow the moon cycles, to follow where the moon is at. So we have a full moon in Gemini coming up, and a lot of you, this is about deep inner reflection. There is a lot of realizations, and I feel like for some of you, I'm not gonna lie, Lilith is calling you out a bit here, and I feel like she's saying like there was this deep problem that you had of not seeing the truth. Either that you weren't seeing the truth in situations around you, within yourself, but maybe you were in a bit of an ego trip, right, is what I'm being shown. It's like, I don't know if you stopped doing your shadow work, or you stopped just caring, and maybe you went to a bit of a toxic path. there is just something about, like, you had to learn to stop allowing certain vibrations into your life, whether it be from yourself or from others, because I feel like Lilith is talking about boundaries here as well. Like, maybe you were going to people for advice, or you weren't really trusting your own gifts, your own intuition. But again, even just allowing people to walk all over you a little bit, right? So yeah, more to come. There is a lot more coming in your life, and I feel like the moon is bringing you a manifestation, right? It's bringing you a brand new energy. And some of you, it's root chakra, your stability. But yeah, I feel like some of you, there were people really watching you. Well, you got 3 and 13, 12 here, better perspective. So yeah, look, I feel like the long call. What's this one? Assist yourself. Assist yourself, assert yourself. Same thing, right? So yeah, you have to go through some big realization coming up. You're going to be unlocking a lot of the negative patterns. I see a bit of the devil energy here, so negative patterns. And I feel like there is a relationship or a person that you were going back to, either for advice, for food, for sex, for money, whatever, right? For just love, relationship stuff. And this person was draining you. And I feel like it's almost as if I see, like, maybe you were healing, yes, you were trying to do better for yourself, but it was like you're going against what you were trying to get rid of in the first place. So look, I feel like Lilith is really eager to help you move through this, because I almost forgot this oracle deck here. But I feel like there was a lot of people that were draining your energy. So some of you, this person was checking your social media. If it was a person, you could have been stalking someone else, or maybe your energy was just so far in the past that it was like the lines got blurred a bit. And I feel like things are going to change. It's like you're waking up and you're like, I can't keep doing this. And, you know, again, I feel like it's so many different things that I'm channeling. Lilith is even showing me, like, wanting to just do better for yourself. Like diet changes, like body transformation. I see just like your habits, right? The negative patterns and habits. Whatever is addictive in your life, maybe it's even scrolling too much on social media. Something is really consuming you, or it was consuming you. And around this full moon in Gemini, you are gonna see this. And some of you are actively working through it right now, but you're not only going to see this, you're going to change it, because you no longer want to be in that vibe. You don't want to feel drained. You don't want to feel slumped. You're like, your energy is low is what I'm getting. And you know what's funny? Before I even started your video, I was hearing menopause. So for some of you, maybe it's, you know, changes happening within you. For some of you, of course, not for everyone. But it's like, even just the energy of that, like health changes, feeling, maybe you're in a depressive cycle, right? And it's like, finally, the moon is awakening you. The moon is like, no. So what is the energy here? Give us the truth, Lilith. Give us the truth. So, yeah, you have a lot more to come. For sure, for sure. Yeah. Look, the relationship stuff. You got apart from a relationship, and I feel like you're going to go through a massive glow up, pile 3. So I don't know if this was a no commitment situation. It was something casual. It was friends with benefits, like, you know, situationship to the T, right? But it was whatever it was loose. It was flingy. You weren't serving you. You're going back to this person. You know, again, it's like one last time. You know what I get? I don't know if you guys follow Madeline RG on Instagram, but she was talking about her relationship with Central C and how she always goes back to the relationship just one more time, right? Let's just sleep together one more time. Let's just, you know, mess around. And it was like until she finally met someone with strong boundaries and, you know, a strong sense of mind, that she felt embarrassed saying that, look, I can't get away from this person. So it's like whatever that is, and even if it's not a relationship, it could be a family situation that's toxic. Something is toxic, something doesn't work. Maybe it's even unhealthy relationship with work. It could be anything. But it's time to make some movement around that. It's time to release what is not right for us. And some of you are realizing it, like the energy just don't hit the same, you know. And a lot of people say this, but like, you know, toxic relationships are fun until they aren't anymore. And I feel like a lot of people like to be toxic for the fun of it, because like not everybody wants to heal, not everybody wants to see the truth, because the truth is hard and it's difficult, and leaving a person is so insanely hard that sometimes it's very difficult to see what is not working, to see something different. And some of you are staying comfortable in situations that just drain you, they don't make you feel good, right? And it's time for you to start prioritizing yourself. You're going through your high value era. You're going to the top of, I deserve the best, I'm confident. Like some of you, dark divine feminine, dark divine masculine, you're not playing anymore. You're not being mistreated in relationships, because some of you are with somebody, you don't realize that they're looking another way. Some of you, there is a third party situation here, an affair, and I just feel like you want to be cherished. Some of you are dating again. It's like you're going to travel, you're going to do something that is for yourself. And whether it's actual travel or it's just movement in your life, something is changing because it no longer works. And Lilith is really going to help you with this. She's saying like you have to have better value for yourself, better self-respect. She's big on like strong independence, you know, like, no, take back your mother power, right? Do not let people walk all over you, and do not let yourself underestimate yourself. Because, you know, some of you may feel like, well, like there's no way, I'm not going to have people give me recognition, people don't give a damn about me, like I always find myself in this situation. But when you start working with Lilith, let me tell you, the glow up, the value that you gain. And even if you choose not to work with Lilith individually, personally, you know, for a long time Lilith always used to guide me through my readings, and I didn't work with her. It's just that Lilith energy, right? That glow up, that, you know, power move. But it also comes with self-realization. Yeah, you have to cut the negative patterns. And look, I ain't gonna make you, Lilith ain't gonna make you. But the more that you let it drag on, the more it ain't gonna hit the same. Things ain't like they used to be. And a lot of people say that in so many different terms. You know, we're like back in the day, you know, back in the day you could have a little fling and move forwards, but it's no longer serving you. Being limited and being undervalued no longer works in this society. Look at the world today. Look at the things happening. Things, you know, are normalized in the news and the media that are wrong, that are going on in this world today. And the dog is confirmation of that, okay? So it's time to really find your how, to find your freedom. It's time to really revolutionize your life. Don't stay stuck in one place. Some of you, it's time to take action. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Three of Swords. There was a third party situation happening in a relationship. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but it's confirmation if maybe it was suspicious for you, or you've been trying to reveal the truth. Now the moon also reveals a lot of hidden truths, so expect things to start to be revealed for you. These chains here is symbolism of what you need to change within your heart, within yourself, within your emotions, because we are nothing without our beating heart. So something is really deeper rooted here in why you feel attached to certain situations, why you are struggling to move on. Now, the Three of Swords doesn't just have to be heartbreak and, you know, third party situations. It can be subconscious, deep-rooted, emotional hurt as well. It could be the deep things that we keep locked away inside, that we don't like to see and we don't like to reveal. You know, again, sometimes it's easier to dance in the club in the darkness with a stranger until the lights come on, baby. You know, it's easier to sit with somebody and not have good value, self-confidence, to leave them, to walk away, to be alone. Are you okay with being alone? To sitting in silence, to being in surrender. Maybe you're not okay with that. And that is the deep-rooted pain. That is what's causing you so much hurt and disturbance in your life. It's like something is not working, and you may stick to this relationship out of comfortability to these people because it's like, oh well, they're family, they care about me, you know, the excuses that we make and we tell ourselves. But you're coming to see the truth about people. And I said this for pile 2. Once you see the ugly, right, or I think it may have been pile 1, but once you see the ugly, it's very hard to go back. It's very hard to go back from seeing that. It's very hard not to feel disgusted and like, ew. And some of you are going to look back at the energy that you were presenting yourself with, and you're going to be like, what the hell? It's kind of like when you look back and you're like, damn, those 2016 brows, that 2016 outfit was not it. But back in the day, it was cute. It was fun. So the Hermit card, you are needing to go on this isolating journey. Now, it doesn't have to be isolating because you are divinely guided. And I feel like the spider is really going to help you start to create, to find independence away from people. This attachment style that you need to let go of. It's really, you know, going to help create, because the spider, once the spider is born and it's little, it barely stays with its mother. And spiders are always mostly alone. They're never really in groups, right? Spiders, whenever you see a spider, it's always one, and it's either big or it's really small. And it's this energy of like a spider goes off. The spider's independent, divine feminine. The spider energy is feminine energy. It's taking control, taking back power, creating the creation of the web, your dreams. But also the web can represent attachment and the things that we have to release. So it's time to release and shine the light on the things that are not working. Now, for many of you with the 3 of Swords, it's going to be painful. It's going to be painful having to do something alone for the first time, to not surround yourself in a relationship, you know, because a lot of people, again, they would rather be in relationships that don't serve them than be alone, or be around family than be alone. Nobody wants to be alone. But I feel like you need to take back your power. You need to gain some kind of freedom for yourself. And even if it's not to do with people, it's to do with lifestyle choices, you know, just wanting better for yourself. Lilith really wants to, you know, step in here. 7 of Pentacles, again, the spider again. You have to start thinking long term. Now, some of you, your growth is going to be, you know, very slow, or it may not give you instant gratification. But in the meantime, is it better to be constantly hurt, constantly questioning, or is it better to sit with yourself and, okay, maybe I'm not in this hurt relationship, but maybe I'm starting to understand myself, even if everything is not coming in. You know, some of you maybe are feeling burnt out right now. Again, it's this energy of like, okay, I've been working on stuff, but why do I feel like nothing's coming in? Now, I feel like Lilith is saying some of you, your money is being held up, or your gifts in life are being held up because you're not seeing yourself. You're not doing the healing work, the shadow work. You're not looking deep within, right? You're not being the hermit energy. Take a break to really shine light in the darkness. But you will get the recognition and the love that you deserve. Yeah, 8 of Swords. You know what it is? Lilith is saying you were in this restricting place for so long. You were feeling imprisoned. You were feeling alone. Some of you maybe were even in this victim energy for a while. And taking back your power looks so different to everyone. But I feel like she, you know, she's showing me a lip balm right now. And she's showing me like putting your lip gloss on, right? Let's do it right now. This energy of putting on your lipstick or putting on your lip gloss. Hydrate yourself. And I feel like this is the symbolism. You have to really weed out what's no longer working. Some of you feel so low, and this is what it is. Sitting in the darkness is fun until the light shines and you realize, I get attached to people because I didn't have the upbringing I needed. I get attached to people because I don't feel worthy of being alone. You know, you don't feel good enough for some of you. And it's this self-worth, but you have to take back your power. You have to realize where you are restricting yourself, because a lot of you, it's you, right? The owl is free, so why can it not fly? That's the vibe here. You know, there is space for the owls to fly, but it's the deeper wisdom that is really going to free you. And if you stay in this hole, in this little nest here, then you're never going to receive, or you're never going to achieve what you want to in life. Now, some of you, again, maybe you want to be married, or you want to travel. Like some of you, I see big lifestyle stuff. Like some of you may even do social media as a job here, or you want to expand in some way, you want to travel. But you know, I feel like things are not going to happen until you are okay with sitting and being with yourself. Like, even if you like to travel, or like you always need friends around you, these are all patterns that we have to start healing. And some of you got to do this alone. But again, look at the timing of things. Come in and clutch. Lilith is saying there is going to be a new start in this. There is more to come. Don't feel like this is all my life's going to be fucking healing, because it's not, okay? I promise you. Like, you have to see the gifts. You have to change your perspective on things. Yes, I'm healing, but am I clapping myself on the back when I've done that? You know, the B, there is more work coming in. And some of you are even going to collaborate with others. But, you know, the B works in a team, yes. But when it goes out and gets the pollen, when it goes out and goes to work, it does it alone. So some of you are learning to put boundaries with people. Maybe you need to work alone. Maybe you don't need to work in a team just yet. Maybe you don't need a team of people or a group of people to make you feel good. Maybe you can do this on your own. Maybe you can travel on your own. Maybe you can receive new options on your own. But don't go looking for things when you haven't found them in yourself first, is what I'm hearing Lilith say, okay? So we're going to leave you with guidance, pile 3. I feel like Lilith is extremely proud of you, even if you don't work with her. She cherishes and she acknowledges. And one of the things that I've noticed about the goddess Lilith, right, she is very big on building relationships and honoring a relationship. So it's like, honor yourself first and foremost. And some of you, Lilith is really extending friendship to you as well. Page of Pentacles. Listen, King of Cups. Some of you are going to meet somebody who's very loving. This could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody that is going to want to gift you, that is going to want to help you. Others, you're going to start slowly. Do it slowly. Don't rush forwards with fuck. Like, I need to, you know, do everything today. You don't. Take small steps towards freeing yourself from this trapped place that you feel stuck in, right? But like I said, Lilith is going to bring more loving people towards you. Like I said, Lilith really values people who support and love you, because she knows what it feels like to feel isolated, to feel so alone that you have no one, to have to start something that not everybody else agrees with. You know, if Lilith did not make the choices that she made, if she did not stick by them, if she did not start to take her own path, to carve her own path out of the garden, would she be here today? Would she be the queen? No, she wouldn't. So you have to take this analogy, take this symbolism as, if I don't start today, I'm always going to be feeling unfulfilled. And listen, like I said, it's fun right now, but when you're getting older and things are limited and life is limited for you, well, I can't really walk to the club anymore, you know, I gotta use my walking stick. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with age and being old, because listen, you can truly do anything at any age, any time. Do not let society restrict you. right? Or social norms, societal norms. But it's like she's saying, take the action while you can now. It can be small, it could be a small investment, but don't waste time on things that just inevitably are going to make you just feel trash, feel rubbish, right? So she supports you, she's here with you. I feel like you guys need to really honor the moon here. You are creating a brand new crown for yourself as well. And appreciate the time of self-reflection. It doesn't always have to have a negative connotation. Life can change when you change your perspective, okay? I love you, Pole 3. I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one.